Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope you're having a glorious one out there. My day has been very busy. I just literally got done doing like my first business related thing of the day, which was putting out a Brickitect video. And this was like the thing that I really wanted to do today, which is build this lovely set. At least we're starting it. This is the Botanical Collection Bird of Paradise set. Set number 10289. Yesterday I was debating whether to build this set or the orchid, and my decision was made rather easily for me because I do not have the orchid set. I literally went through the storage room looking everywhere for that set. I was like, where is it? And then I looked back. I knew that I ordered it from Target, and when I looked back, there was no such order. This was the set that I ordered from Target. So it made my decision easy. I like having one choice. Two choices is hard, one choice easy. So we're building the Bird of Paradise set. I think this one looks great. It's got like the dark green, which later in streams we'll be getting into a lot of that. But for today, we're gonna be starting to build this pot that it sits in. And one of the cool things that I noticed when I took this out here, we'll get some lighting on our situation. One of the cool things that I noticed is that there's a bunch of rings in here. We're gonna be like Lord of the Rings as we build this set. So welcome in. I'm gonna build this up and we're gonna have a good time. That's my guarantee to you. But a lot of this is gonna be repetitive, so I'm probably gonna be miserable. I'm just kidding, I won't be miserable. I'll enjoy every moment of it. But I'll show you the thing that we're building. I'm building bag one. It's this thing. We're building, let me get my lighting situation. I did wash my hands before I started today, so we don't have to start today's video with that. If you guys missed yesterday's stream, I finished building the Majestic Tiger, which is kind of what I reviewed today. This is bag one. It's like the internals, not the eternals, the internals. Jose says, I just watched the video about the animals and I saw all that set and I wondered in my mind, what will the live stream be? Well, it was in the video. There was a bit of a spoiler there. So we're starting this today. I moved from animals to flowers. I'm trying to build, maybe somewhat unsuccessfully, I'm trying to build all of the Lego sets that no one cares about. I'm trying to draw the least amount of interest to my videos as humanly possible. It's kind of like a personal challenge that I have for myself, but you guys are foiling that by being in this stream. So everyone leave, quit messing up my plan. So right there, here's our first part of our build. We've got to build 4 of these bad boys. So repetition, my least favorite thing on Lego, repetition, but we shall prevail. What do I think about Lego City? The slushy van this year, my guy. Get the slushy van. It's a beautiful set. It might be right up there. Hey, Ryan's here from Scotland. Welcome. You have a beautiful country. Today's going well. I started today, give you the backstory. Started today, we went to the gym, which is like an instant time suck, but something that's necessary because I have some fitness goals that I'm trying to hit. Instant time suck though. And then when we got groceries, another time suck, right? And then we came home and I mopped our wooden floors because like having a dog, it's just, you always have to do it, especially a lab. You have to vacuum, which I did that, and then I mopped the floors. So I got all that done, and while the floors were drying, I came down and edited the Brickitect video, which was not hard to do. I was gonna say not easy to do. Not hard to do because I'm just like shooting in one take. I don't give a frick at this point. I'm just gonna raw shoot a video. I might cut out the beginning, maybe something in the middle, maybe something at the end, but it's just gonna be that. Because either way, I don't think people really care how edited or how perfect a video is. And I get very overwhelmed when I do reviews. I think I've talked about this before. I just feel like so much pressure to do a review, and I'm always worried about like not saying something that I wanted to say, and I'll start a review over like 65 times because I want it to be just right. And that's why I like live streaming. There are no redos here. I can't let my brain tell me like, hey, Greg, do that again. I think we got it better the second time. Let's try this again. I think we got it better in the 63rd time. Nope. From now on, I'm going to shoot a little intro, draw you in, show you what I had to show you, and then I'm out. That's it. Like it or leave it. That's what I say. What do you guys think about that philosophy, that policy? I think it's cool. I just can't, it's hard for me to justify spending too much time editing the Lego videos. The Greg's World videos, though, on the other hand, when you record your entire week of all these various clips and things that you're doing, that takes a little more time. Bonjour from France. In Mexico, man, we got peeps all over. Phoenix in the house. Say hi and where you're from, guys. I like to know where you guys are coming from. I tell you where I'm coming from. I'm in the basement of my house here in Pennsylvania. And you're bonjouring right now. That's pretty darn cool. Thanks for tuning in, man. Try cleaning up the fur from 2 long-haired cats. I'd rather not. That sounds difficult, to say the least. Let me get you guys in here so you can sant the shant. We'll get you. I'm just always messing with my cameras and stuff, you know. That's what I like to do. Oregon, Portugal, welcome, welcome, welcome. I do a lot of driving through Oregon in American Truck Simulator. Speaking of that, man, I had such a blast yesterday playing Farming Simulator. Everything was coming together for me. Got a little frustrated at the beginning, but once I got the hang of it, everything was just going awesome. And I was having such a good time. I was coming up with all the funny storylines for my character. Wow, is this going to be this small? I expected this to be bigger. And that's what she said. Here is, I'm going to hypnotize you guys into liking my live stream. There you go. It's your opportunity. Atlanta, home of Coca-Cola, Delta, and the Home Depot. One of those companies I love greatly, but it's very bad for you. Not really bad, but, you know, not great for your health. Of course, I'm talking about Delta. No, I'm talking about Coca-Cola. Home of the 1996 Summer Olympics as well. What's the brand of Lego? The brand that Lego, what's a brand that you like of Lego? You mean theme, Lego Creator. Yeah, Lego Creator is my jam. I love Lego, like standard issue Lego Creator, like this guy here. He's just chilling in the background. But I also love Lego Creator Expert. I don't think that's actually a thing anymore, unfortunately. I think it's just like, they have like these new lines like 18 plus or icons. But I love the old Lego Creator Expert stuff. It'll never die in my heart, even if it may die on Lego's website. Oh, you already liked the video, so you don't need to be hypnotized. Okay, let me undo that. Which way was I? I'll spin it this way. You've been unhypnotized. You guys are now out of your trance. Whew. Welcome back. So this thing, it's going to be interesting. I was thinking it would be bigger than this. In my mind, like looking at this set, this thing looks massive. But maybe once we start putting all these things on the outside, this is going to be like I guess what you would hear all these outer walls to. But I don't know. This thing seems massive from the box. I think Lego's just trying to make you feel like you're getting a lot for your money. This is a $100 set, by the way, which is, I think I got on a great deal with Target. I literally got this on a Black Friday deal in 2021. That's how long this baby's been sitting in my storage room. And why? I couldn't remember if it was this or the Orchid. The Orchid's only $50. I don't know if I've seen that on sale yet. If I do, I will buy that because I do like these Lego flower sets. Particularly what I like most about them is the fact that, oh shoot, I'm only supposed to be putting 4 of these on. Son of a biscuit. What am I doing? I'm supposed to be putting these on the blacks. Okay, this is like, I'm making a roulette wheel here. We got to take these pieces off. I got a little ahead of myself. I'm trying to build sets that end up sitting around for a while, you know? Like I build a lot of stuff and then I tear it apart because I don't have the display capabilities that maybe some other people do, or maybe I just have too many Lego sets. Trying to get this off is freaking nightmare fuel, dude. How about I do this? I don't have the storage capacity, so everything that I build, if it's not a massively big set, I usually just tear it apart. And I'm trying to, like, at this point, I've really been contemplating this. And I'm thinking that I specifically buy things that I would keep on display, or they're too big to tear down. And Technic sets. I never tear apart Technic because that is just beyond brutal. But we did make our first mistake of the day. I feel accomplished. These are just going on the black pieces, just like this. I was like, why did I run out of these halfway through? Well, it's pretty easy to say, hey, Mark, welcome, man. Speed Champions. Yeah, I'm out on Speed Champions this year, though, dude. The ones that they've showed so far, the only one that I like is the Fast and the Furious car that I got so far. The other ones, I don't know. I could live without. Like, there's no cars that are lighting me on fire. There are definitely like some great supercars, but it's nothing that I like that's instantly recognizable to me. Luckily, I do have a bit of a Speed Champions backlog, so I'll be okay. Don't worry about me, guys. I'll probably be fine. Are we all good here? We're on step 10, by the way. Maybe we can move this down even more. So my shot is, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Watching this during class on my Chromebook, well, you're a terrible student. I hope your teacher catches you and you get suspended for violating the school rules. Just kidding, of course. Not really. You should pay attention, though. People are paying a lot of money for you to be in that classroom right now. These taxpayers, all the people of your community are paying money right now for you to be there. School isn't free. It's got a hair in it. School is not free. You should be paying attention. You should do the work that your teacher assigns of you. Show that you can be a good student, so someday you can be a good employee for another company out there somewhere. That's kind of what school's about. But I guarantee you, this is something I can absolutely guarantee. You will get a lot more from whatever they're teaching you than what I'm doing right now. Well, I can't say that with certainty, though, because sometimes I drop some life lessons on you guys that you probably won't learn about in school. So maybe you will. That would be an interesting thing to discuss, or for people to weigh in on. Do you get more value from a Brickitect stream than whatever class you're taking right now? I'm going to probably bet on the class. That's where I'm going with. If I had to bet on the two, because it's not a guarantee. It depends where the conversation goes. Every day it's something different. Sometimes we talk about random stuff. Sometimes we get into the deeper stuff. That's the things I kind of like. But there's our wheels getting better. There's the rings too. If you're wondering about Lord of the Rings, they're in there on the inside. That's interesting that that's what they chose to put in there, because you're never really going to see that, I don't think. Wonder why they chose those, because they could have used like the little Technic things that work in there, but maybe they would have been too thick. Very interesting choice. Sometimes I can appreciate Lego just for the design elements. I'm just like, wow, it's pretty cool what they went with there. Hey, Julian, welcome, man. Hey, today's going pretty good. Doing a little bit of Lego Botanicals build here. Trying to live stream every day. Little bit here and there. We're either building a set, tearing a set apart. I've been on a building spree lately. Or organizing. I'm going to try to get a little bit accomplished, and I feel like if I commit to live streaming, it's basically like me committing to getting something done in this every day. But I have this distraction that's happening, and this distraction that's happening is video games. Today, after this stream's over, after I finish this bag, I'm moving over to my gaming channel, which is Greg's Arcade. I'm gonna advertise it here, because if I don't, no one else will. You guys want to watch me play Lawn Mowing Simulator? I got inspired. I have some friends that are playing it, and they inspired me. You guys want to watch me digitally mow lawns? There's a link down below to Greg's Arcade where you can watch me live stream that as soon as this stream ends. So when we're done here, we're going to flip over there. I find, and this may be offensive to some Lego people, but I think watching and also doing gaming streams is exponentially more interesting than Lego ones. Because there's that visual aspect of it. There's like something to see while you're streaming. Chris is hyped, dude. Chris is beside himself right now. Check this out, Chris. We're building the inside of this pot. Lego pot. It's going to be beautiful. This is what the flowers look like. Bird of paradise. As soon as I saw the set, I wanted it. Yeah. Dude, I'm glad somebody's excited for Lawn Mowing Simulator. I don't know what to expect. I'm literally downloading it right now as this stream's happening. So we're going to go through the tutorial missions. I imagine it's going to be a lot easier than Farming Simulator. I love Farming Simulator more than you can imagine. It might be my favorite game that I've played since Super Hot VR. But that game does not hold your hand, and it's very, very challenging, and you just have to figure things out on your own or get it wrong. And I've spent a lot of money in the game, digital currency, of course, not my own, just trying to figure things out. And we kind of got it. Like yesterday, everything kind of came together and I was hyped on that. So I'm going to continue that. But being that I have a little bit of a limited time frame today, because I want to be done by the time Clark Man gets home, we're going to mow some lawns today. Mark says he wants to see the hack job of mowing in the dark. Dude, that was a disaster last night. I ended my stream. I was actually doing Lawn Mowing Simulator in Farming Simulator. I rented or I leased a mower at the end of the game. It was getting dark and I'm like, we don't sleep around here. We get work done. So I'm mowing, but my stream, like you can't even see anything on the screen. I can see it on my TV because of the HDR or whatever, but the people that are watching it can't see anything. So I ended the stream and then I just kept mowing. I will show you how I did. I actually saved it shortly after, before I took the mower back. So I'm gonna probably put a little more time in, make sure it all looks real nice. I'm still trying to figure out if we have any Farming Simulator enthusiasts here, or specialists, which is probably unlikely. Is there anything I can do with the grass? Because the grass is like piling up and I'm like, there must be something I can do with this. I'm assuming like feed it to animals or sell it off somehow. Everything in the game is a resource. There's no waste. But I'm trying to make some money so I can get some chickens, just like in real life, you know. Everybody's life goal. Julian said, I wish Lawn Mowing Simulator. I'd watch Lawn Mowing Simulator or power washing. Watching people power washing is so mesmerizing. Dude, don't go down that rabbit hole on YouTube, guys. If you want an even more dangerous rabbit hole than pressure washing, maybe right up there with it. Look up seal coating driveways. Don't do it now because you're watching my stream. I don't want you to leave, obviously. But if you want to watch something that'll send you down a rabbit hole of YouTube recommendations that will never end and you'll never get your life back, look up seal coating driveways. It's kind of glorious. Just don't get mad at me when you lose the next like 10 years of your life to that. Oh, I can bale it in a baler. I did that once with straw or hay, and then I sold that off. It was very unconventional the way that I did it, but we can do something with that. Canadian, what's up, man? He says, just finished my bio final. I'm officially halfway through high school. Heck yeah, dude. Way to go. Hey, did you build those Lego sets from Christmas time? Are they in your backlog? I'm not going to be mad either way. Bale it and sell the bales. We'll see how much money we can get for our grass. Wonder if will that work the next day, I wonder? Because here's the problem. It's like almost nighttime in the game. And after I'm done mowing, I'm going to like advance time to the next day, which happens to be the next month. Will my grass still be sitting there? That's the question everyone's wondering that is watching a Lego stream about a video game that no one plays. Speaking of that, I got some crazy news for you guys. We usually have like 40 people watching the Farming Simulator streams. 30, 40 people. Weekends a little, it's a little bit higher, but somewhere in around there. I went over to Twitch just to see, out of curiosity, like who are the big ballers in the Farming Simulator community? Like who's like the top dog? And at the time that I watched, it was like around dinner time. Like the number one guy had like less than 100 people watching. And there weren't many that had more than like 20. There was, it was a pittance. I was like, what could stop me from being the number one Farming Simulator streamer on the planet? I think I could do it. I did mess this up though. I'm definitely not the number one Lego builder, but I could be the number one Farming Simulator guy. You got to have goals, peeps. I feel like we could take our 40 and we could easily move that all the way up to 100, especially if we go to Twitch where people are actually looking for that type of content. But I don't want to move to Twitch. I've done that before, and it's depressing more than anything. When you have a whole audience of people on YouTube, and then you're like, I'm going to try Twitch because it's more appropriate there. But then like your audience, some of them come over there, right? Like some of you guys, like if I told you that all of my future Lego live streams are going to be on Twitch, a few of you will actually go over to Twitch. Some of you already have it. Some of you guys would be like, okay, cool. But most people, they don't like to leave their platform. This is your platform. YouTube is where you find this content. So it's hard to to get people to scramble to a new place. Josiah says you can slow down time if you do a long stream. I don't like doing that. I feel like that's cheating a little bit. Yeah, I want to do Greg's farm in real life and then Greg's farm in the virtual world too. All right, here's my thing if you guys want to see what it looks like so far. We're kind of just, we're stacking it. Stack life is happening. It's kind of like, I could mesmerize you guys again for more likes, but I'm not going to do that again. I felt bad doing that to you originally. All right, so it's literally the same thing on top of each other. Same thing. But how else do you build a Lego pod? I guess this is how you do it. I don't even know what I would do. Did you guys ever think about this? Did you ever think, like, say someone told you to design a flower that looks like this. Like, they show a real one right there. They're like, okay, make this in Lego, but put it in a pot. I would have no idea how to build this. I'd be like, I don't know. Some of you guys are probably pretty good designers and could figure it out. I'd just be like, hey, sure. Oh yeah, Matthew says, number one, especially with the backstory you've created for the farmer. Oh my God. I don't know if I should share it here. I guess I will since we're not talking about anything else. Do you guys, I'll leave it up to you. Do you want to know the backstory on my farmer? I'll start by saying this. He started out as a serial killer, but I felt like that people wouldn't connect with him very much. Since he was a serial killer, it's hard to have compassion and really want to like support a guy's farm if he's a serial killer. Would you be interested in knowing about the new backstory that I created for my farmer? One that I think kind of pulls at the heartstrings a little bit, but also it could make a great movie. Let me know if you guys would want to hear about that. It gets a little violent, like it's kind of out there a little bit, but it's his story. And I came up with it on the fly yesterday while we were playing Farming Simulator. And I feel like I think I'm going to stick with it, especially, as we continue on with the story. So, okay, you guys want to hear the backstory. I was hoping you'd say yes. You can't bait somebody like that and then not give the backstory. So my guy is a farmer. I won't tell you his name because you'll probably figure out his name as I tell the story. So his parents owned this farm for many years. It was a very successful farm. And one night in the town that we live in, which I think is called Elmcroft, his family and him went out to watch a movie. And this is when he was just a boy. And when they were leaving that movie, wouldn't you know it, his family gets shot and killed by this guy on the street. So obviously my farmer, who's very depressed and he's very sad. So he ends up finding this like hidden area that's under the barn out there. And he goes down and it turns out it's like a cave, believe it or not. There's actually a cave here in the city that I'm in. And what happened was he really got comfortable down there and there's lots of bats. So he ended up coming back out as a vigilante that goes out in the middle of the night and ends up beating up all the dudes in the town that are just like bad people. Some people would call him Batman, but you might know him better as Bruce Wayne. But that's not where the story ends. That may seem like a similar story that you've heard before. That's not where it ends. After a while, after he became an adult, he was like a young Bruce Wayne, Batman type guy. After a while, he ended up finding a really nice lady in town there. And him and this beautiful woman, they got married and they had a daughter. And he decided that he was going to hang it up. He was no longer going to be Batman anymore. Then, one day, while his wife and daughter were at Clever Motors buying some type of equipment, no one really knows because they never made it home. And that's because a drunk gang member shot his wife and daughter. So now he's just trying to make it. He's just a farmer that everybody in his family has been shot in the town. Like it's a very violent town, it seems. You might think it just looks like a friendly little sleepy farming town, but it's ridden with gangs and unsavory people. So now he's crushed again, but he hasn't reverted back to the Batman ways. how he's going to get back at the world and redeem everything is by growing the greatest crops that he possibly can. And that's where our story picks up. And that's where I'm taking over. So that's kind of, that's what happened with my guy. That's why he is what he is. I think that story kind of works better than him being a serial killer. But the bodies are still in the barn as far as I know. But that's his story. It's kind of, it's very unlikely. You know, I do worry that maybe people won't believe that all those things actually happened to him, but they did. And we're trying to overcome all of the things, all the obstacles that he's suffered through his life. It's very intense. So yeah, sometimes you just think these are farming games. We'll wait until you find out the backstory. Very deep. Oh, you know what I did? I need to put a thingamajobber on here. I'm just, that story got me all beside myself. It's very, it's an emotional story, obviously. We did lose about half of our audience while I was telling that story, if you guys are curious. They weren't loving the backstory on Bruce Wayne, farmer at large. But we got him back. Deep, yes. He also likes to do like a lot of singing and stuff when he's farming. And that's something you'll just have to tune in for. Let's see here. We got to put these pieces on and we're done with bag 1. We might go into bag 2. How deep are we? 26 minutes. Oh my gosh. How long are we going today, boys? I'll at least get my pieces out. I always say this. I'll get bag 2 pieces out. We'll do one step from bag 2. I've got lawns to mow. I don't have time for this Lego nonsense. This is a giant waste of my time here. What isn't a waste of time? Mowing digital lawns. Hopefully I can create the same guy because I've grown really attached to him. The story behind the lawn mowing is, the farm just really wasn't popping off. He was losing money left and right because he doesn't know what he's doing. So he ended up having to get a mower out of the barn, and now he's mowing people's yards for $20 a clip, trying to just trying to make it since he's solo. Oh my gosh, bag 2 is where it's at, man. Look at that. I don't know if we're gonna get through all this. I got things and stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about the guy that's always roaming around outside. Thank you, Matthew, for reminding me of that. There's this guy just constantly roaming around my farm. Some people say he's a ghost. There were witnesses to him walking right through my truck one day. Guess what his name is? He's an older man, bald dude. His name's Alfred. And he's been helping out at the farm quite a bit too. Love that guy. Yeah, this is a very ultra rare brick separator. I don't know if you guys have seen one of these before. Only found in, I think it's like 1 in 10,000 Lego sets. So I mean, they're out there. They're in the world. Like this or Mr. Gold, if you had to choose between one of these, obviously you're going to go for this. But it is very ultra rare. I'll show the bottom of it just to show it is authentic. You can see the serial number right there. And yeah, it's one of my prized possessions. I keep this with me all times. In fact, it never leaves my sight. That's an ultra rare orange brick separator. All right, let's get into bag 2. We'll get our pieces separated and just see what happens here. We'll just see. I'm not making any guarantees here. I got more important things to do, obviously. Maybe I can be convinced to finish the bag. I don't know. There's a lot of big pieces here. Oh no, you know what? You know what, guys? We're not finishing this. I got tricked. It's a trap. It's a trap. 2 bag 3s, bag 4. There's bag 5 is lovely. You want to talk about boosting piece count, boys. Look at this. Look at all that. What is that, like 300 parts? All the piece nerds are like, Greg, this is 1,173 pieces. Surely that's a good deal at $100. That's less than 10 cents. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Here's what you're going to do. I had somebody comment this the other day. It's trying to say that the Fast and Furious car is a good deal. Don't look at this number. If you look at this number, you're an idiot. Okay? You're looking at it right now. Clearly, you're an idiot. Forget all that. You look at this. You're at the store, okay? I'm going to tell you what you need to do. You look at this freaking set. Look at it. Open your eyes and look at it. You tell me, what is this set worth to you? Don't even look at the price tag. I don't want you looking at anything other than the set. Look at square in the eyes right there. What is this set worth to you? Is this set worth $50 to you? Well, too bad. It's $100. You're not buying it. Is this set worth $80 to you? Too bad. It's $100. You're not buying it. This set's worth $150 to you in your mind? Then you buy it. You don't complain about prices. You don't be a giant baby. You don't make YouTube videos on the Brickitect channel complaining about prices. You just decide if it's worth it to you or not. Let your wallet do the talking. If the set's not worth it, you let it sit. And maybe at 20% off, you hit that number, you know? It's like, oh, this is worth $80 to me. I'll buy it. But don't let them influence you that way either. They'll, like this set right now, this set came out, what, 2 years ago, a year ago? Sold for $100, right? These days, this set would come out for $120. They'd be $119.99. And then Lego will magically put it on sale on their website for $99.99. They're still making the same money, but you're thinking you're getting a deal. Bogus. That's my public service announcement. Now you know how to buy Lego. You're welcome. Next time I see that guy comment on my videos saying like, well, Greg, the Too Fast, Too Furious car, it's nearly 300 pieces and it's only $25. Lego is currently selling for about 15 cents per piece, so that's a good deal. No, it's not. All of those cars were $20 a year ago, and they should be, right? But it's all about your value. You love Fast and Furious. If it's the greatest movie you've ever seen in your life, spoiler alert, it's not. Too Fast, Too Furious may be the worst of the Fast and Furious movies. Although I haven't seen Tokyo Drift yet. I'm working my way through that. It looks to be just as bad, if not worse. You really just have to decide for yourself. But don't come at me with the 10 cents per piece thing. I'm going to slap you around. Ryan, welcome. Make a video titled, How to Buy Lego. I mean, that's literally it. I'll make a YouTube short. Done. Easy. How to buy Lego. Decide if you like the set. Figure out if the price is worth it or not. Leave the store with a Lego set in your hand or not. It's as simple as that. The ranting is some and I think so. His rant meter went off. He's like, ooh, Lego rant. I'm in, baby. This does seem like the type of Lego set that Ryan would be into, though. I mean, it's right up there. Look at all those black pieces. Clearly Star Wars. Look at those grays. Star Wars. The black, Star Wars. Doesn't this look like something you'd find on Endor, maybe? I don't know. Making things up now. The day has come. All right, I got a YouTube short. Somebody timestamp that for me and put it in a comment if you can. I'll make a YouTube short out of that garbage rant that I went on. That's what I should do. I should just make shorts of me just going off on stuff. I think people would enjoy that. Grab your popcorn. Good morning, Greg. How's your day going? Well, don't take my my recent rampage there that I just went on as an indicator as how my day is going. It's going well. I'm building a little bit of Lego here before I get into what we really need to get into, and that is Lawn Mowing Simulator on Greg's Arcade. You want to talk about the greatest Lego, not the greatest video game ever made, Lawn Mowing Simulator. We got a super chat. You guys want to see my technology here? Julian says, I approve of this message. Well, thank you, Julian. Much appreciated, sir. Much appreciated. Let's put a couple pieces together here, then I'm going to leave you guys until like tomorrow or something, and then we'll get our lawn mowing fix in for the day. I think Clark's going to like that game too. I tried getting him into Farming Simulator, and he's just like, I just want to drive the truck around. I'm like, you don't just drive the truck around, you get to work. I'm like, you're going to haul stuff, you're going to do something. He didn't seem to be down with that. He'd much rather play Minecraft, apparently. I don't know what it is about Farming Simulator that like 8-year-olds don't like. What is not fun about working virtually for free and spending all your time trying to figure things out? I don't know. Ryan says, we need to get on a call one of these days. Need to do a mini catch-up podcast. I was just thinking about that. I was thinking about the old days when we used to do the bricks and bits. And I was like, I miss that. I miss just having like a weekly thing where you just go off on Lego stuff. We should bring it back. That's a big commitment though. That's like, that was pretty darn consistent. I missed some weeks because of travel and stuff, but that was pretty darn consistent. I think I came in at like episode 10 after the other dude like quit or whatever. And we ran that to 100 episodes. That's pretty decent. It was also a good mix too, because you had like Ryan, he's kind of like off the rails, which I like. You had Justin, who is like the biggest Lego yes man you could ever imagine in your life. And then you had me who was like looking for deals and just not interested in the newest, latest, and greatest. And I would call Lego out on their crap. I think my favorite moment though was when I told Justin, Just Too Good, I was like, can you say one bad thing about Lego? And he wouldn't. That's back when he was in the land though. Maybe these days he would say something. Not on record though, not at the time. But man, that would irk me. Like something clearly just completely bogus. He'd be like, well, you know, Lego is... I'm like, dude, no. He's like, well, it's only 10 cents per piece. It's a good deal. No. Oh, that was something. Say one bad... I need to find... I don't know what episode that was. I don't even know if they still exist. It was late in the game. I would love to find that and make that a YouTube short. Say one bad thing about Lego. Say it. Have him tied up. Like pull out his teeth with some pliers. That would be some fun stuff, dude. I'm going to torture you until you say one bad thing. Say it's overpriced. Say it. The overlords will not approve. Anyways. You wonder how... Here's a tutorial on how not to get in the land. Do what I do. But look, in the long run, those guys aren't even in it anymore anyway. They didn't like my style. They didn't like my videos. I think they probably didn't like that I don't think they liked that I had Clark in the videos. That was an issue. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. You're bitter. I honestly, I just wanted the land for the recognition of being like, hey, I finally made it as a Lego YouTuber. That would have been the greatest thing. Free Lego sets, cool. But I just want to be like, I made it. I'm in the land, you know? How many Lego sets are made for little kids? I make videos with my kid. We share like the whole process of building a set. We enjoy it together. We show it off. And it's like, yeah, that's not what we're trying to do here. I'm like, wait, what? That's Lego. That's what you do. This is it. We're doing exactly what people should be doing with this. Anyways. You know what's crazy? All these videos that I made for Lego, not for Lego, I made about Lego. I didn't make these for anybody but myself and maybe you. You know who's hooked me up way more than them? Hasbro. We make some Transformer shopping videos here and there. They're always sending us stuff. And it's like, it's not, I wouldn't consider us a Transformer channel. I'm sure there's other ones out there that's literally all they do. But it's like you can see the value in possibly advertising with someone like that, right? Like the value's there. It's just whack, dude. Yeah, I think I'm doing okay. Who else? Mattel. What was who sent us the monster trucks that one time? That was, I can't remember who that was. Was it Mattel? Yeah. I think Mattel sent us the whole pack of like Bigfoot monster trucks. They were totally in. Leanne is looking for absolute yes men, says Ryan. Wait until I tell you the hypocrisy that has gone on behind closed doors. That sounds like a conversation we need to have in open doors. I would love that. My anti-land tutorials. That would be a good series. How bad is it? Lego edition. How bad? How bad is... I moved my how bad is it's from all the non-Lego stuff to Lego. How bad... That would... honestly, let me tell you this, guys. Negativity does really well on YouTube. If I started making how bad is it on like Lego sets and just titled them all that, even if I love the set, like how bad is it? The Lego Rabbit, guaranteed it would be more views than if I was just like, I love the Lego Rabbit. In fact, I think maybe Ryan was talking about doing like a test, or maybe I saw a video that was like this. You make 2 videos uploaded at the same exact time. Why I love the Lego Rabbit, why the Lego Rabbit is the worst set of all time. Guaranteed worst set of all time gets more traction because you got people that, one, maybe agree. They're like, yeah, that thing is garbage. Look at all that tan in there, right? And then you got the other people that want to argue against that. It's like a passionate thing. It's like, no, it's not. Look how cute his little face is. It's not the worst set. But the other one is like, I just express how much I like something. There's not much to argue with there, right? Like, it's just like, okay, well, that's your opinion. Fine. But the negativity, and you'll notice that, like, you may go through your YouTube page and you might see some people here and there that if you go through their catalog, and this is like the real deal, you'll notice that there's like a trend of saying like, maybe not overtly negative things, but negativity kind of permeates their channels, you know? Like why, here's an example, not targeted towards anyone because I'm sure this video has been made a lot because it's kind of true. Why Lego Marvel is failing in 2022. That is a video that people will watch. How can we save Lego Marvel from going into the brink of destruction? That could possibly be it. Speaking of people that should be in the land, like that deserve it probably more than anybody here, including Ryan, I'm gonna throw it out there, and myself, or anybody else watching this. I'm including you in here too. Our boy Jabo, Brickstar. Name a person that lives the Lego life more than that man. I'll wait. Name him. You won't find a person, like literally dedicated his entire life to this hobby. How does that not happen? Is it because he doesn't fit the mold of what you want? Like literally does nothing but like promote Lego history. Dude, I shouldn't be getting this fired up, man. Oh, he's too old, says Ryan. Clark's too young. Maybe, what's the sweet spot here? What about a Jabo Clark video together? Really young age, middle age, combined together. You thought I was going to say old. He's not old. He's young at heart. Combine them together. He makes like a 20-year-old, the ideal candidate for Lego. Boom. Honestly, I don't know if I've ever told you guys. I think I mentioned it before. My most wanted thing that I want to do in anything, of all the people and all the things, I want to get Clarkman over to Jabo's basement. I think he would have probably, like it would be more fun than going to an arcade. The trains, the Lego, the slot cars. Like, does it get any better than that? I would have liked, if he could have gone when he was like 5 and just went in there and rampaged the place, that could have been some great content right there. Jabo could have filmed for days of Clarkman just destroying things systematically, going from thing to thing, and just ruining everything that he's ever done in his life. He says middle-aged, LOL. Dude, I'm 38 now. So, you know, I don't feel like it though. Doesn't feel it. If you guys are wondering what I'm building, I'm building some Lego pot. We're getting some pot. There it is. That's what it's gonna look like. It's like BB-8 kind of. Ryan's like, oh, BB-8. Anyways, this is what I'm building. I'm putting a pin down here. I was gonna stop and play some farming or some lawn mowing simulator. I know that's intriguing to almost no one here, but we just kept going. You guys got me all fired up. That's the problem. I was doing just fine. I was like, you know, I'm gonna have a nice little relaxing build here. What's more relaxing than building a Lego flower set, you know? And now I'm ranting about buying Lego. I'm ranting about the LAN. I'm just completely off the rails now. I blame everybody in the chat. Thank you, actually, I do. Because I'm having fun. If I can finish, I'm like, if I can finish back to, look at these black pieces, dude. I'm not finishing this today. But if you guys do want to see some lawns get mowed, go over to Greg's Arcade. It's going to be a funny experience. If you think these go off the rails, watch my stream from yesterday where the legend of Bruce Wayne, the farmer, comes out. That one was a little much. In fact, I was thinking about that this morning when I got up. I was like, man, I think I went a little too hard on that video or on that stream. That was too far. Brickstar says, can you tell me how not to buy Lego? Here's what you do. You take your wallet, and what you're gonna need, you're gonna need a safe, okay? A safe with a key. You're gonna take your wallet, all your credit cards, everything you have, put it inside that, and then you lock it. You're gonna take the key, and then you're gonna go for a drive, and then you're just gonna throw that key out the window, and then you're safe. But I have this bad feeling though that you're gonna find a way. You'll do some bartering or something. I've seen your haul videos. Like, there is no stopping Jabo from doing hauls. He will find a way. He'll be at the he'll go to the Red Cross and he'll be like donating plasma or something like that, trying to get some money for some Lego. I've seen it a million times. I don't know if there's any way to really stop it. It's just inevitable. And you have to really hit rock bottom, I think, to stop doing Lego hauls. I don't even know what rock bottom is at that point, because there's always opportunity to buy Lego. You know, you might find like a quarter on the street when you're walking one day, and then you see a yard sale and you walk over and they They have like their childhood Lego collection on sale for 25 cents, and then you're buying that. There's just no stopping it. Lego finds a way. It very much. You know, I said last fall, I was like, I have too much Lego. I'm not getting enjoyment out of all this stuff. I have a backlog full of sets. What I really want to do is be creative with Lego. I don't want to build someone else's awesome idea like this, or the worst Lego set of all time, fight me. I want to make things of my own. And I went into January 1st, I guess, kind of thinking that. But then I saw that Blacktron gift with purchase, and I was like, well, Clark wants that Warden set real bad, and I'm sure I could find enough sets to get to $190. I could pull that off, right? And then I did that, and my record of not buying Lego sets was immediately broken. What I need to do, here's my advice to myself, and maybe to you. If you want to avoid buying Lego sets, don't look at what Lego's doing with gift with purchases. Don't look at any kind of deal sites at all. Because if I didn't know what they're doing, I wouldn't even have known that was a thing, right? But another thing I wouldn't do, and this is going to be detrimental to many of us here, don't watch Lego YouTube videos. Because man, like Jabo is a perfect example. I think I've told this story before. Maybe you haven't heard it. You know the poop train, the crocodile poop train, the brown one that looks like a turd that goes around a track? I had no interest in buying that thing. I was like, I'm not buying that train. Of all the trains that I've seen and that I own, that's the worst. Well, he made a video about it, and he's rather passionate about trains in some regard. And one of the downfalls of watching YouTube videos, at least for me, is that if somebody's passionate about something, that sometimes that passion becomes like palpable, and you're just like, they get you excited for something that you weren't even excited about before. And I saw that thing for 20% off, and I bought that darn train. It's still sitting in the backlog. I don't even think I did a haul video on it. It's just in the backlog in the storage room of doom. And yeah, that happened because I watched a Jabo video. So I had to unsubscribe forever, because there's no way that I could continue letting this man spend all of my money like that. I didn't unsubscribe though, honestly. He makes great videos, and I love that passion. Dude, I love to see people that are just really into what they're doing. You take Ryan, for example. I don't know if he's still here or not, but that dude loves Lego Star Wars. And if you watch his videos, you will very quickly realize that. And if there was a Star Wars set that maybe you weren't thinking about getting, you might end up with it. Jabo, hey, Shai is here. Jab says he's gone 23 days without buying. He's going through withdrawal, I betcha. He says, oh, okay, he's talking to Shai. He's definitely going through like withdrawal symptoms. I'm sure of it. He's like, come on, I just one set. I just need to buy one set. My question though, like more than anything, I think if I had to request another behind the scenes video, it would be, how is all of this possible? Where are all these things being stored at? That's the question that I think the world wants to know. How does one man have so many hobbies that he's able to somehow do all of this and still find a place to keep it all? How does he do it? Does anyone else ever wonder that? If you've ever watched a Jabo video in your lifetime, do you ever wonder how this, especially if you're subscribed to all of his different channels, because if you're on Brickitect, you're just seeing the Lego end of it. Man's into trains. He's got a, like Clark has a room full of Thomas trains. His collection pales in comparison to what Jabo has. Where does this man keep all this stuff? I'm requesting that as my next behind the scenes video. And I maybe like just title it, How This Is All Possible. Because the world needs to know. He said he's in a 12-step program. You walk in, it's a 12-step program for Lego people. That would be a great podcast. Have people on that are addicted to Lego. My name's Jabo, and I'm addicted to hauls. But somehow, here's the interesting thing. He's not buying Lego. He hasn't done it for 23 days. He survived it. I did watch your video where you did your Lego haul video on your other channel. I thought that was kind of funny. I've kind of done that before. Like the disappointment, kind of, it's like, oh, shoot, that was not supposed to be for this. Like I was opening up some swim shirts. Some swimming clothes. We're going to Hawaii next month, and one of the shirts I was like, I didn't order this. It was like a floral like swim shirt, and I tried it on. It was very tight, by the way. Here it was Cody's swim shirt. So I made a lot of people's day making that as a part of the video. As much as I wanted to delete it and never show it to anyone, I was like, this is too good to pass up. This is going to make somebody giggle. So I kept it in. But yeah, it sucks doing a haul for the wrong thing. But I saw that. It's kind of unceremonial or unceremonious that your final Lego haul ever, I mean, I'm just throwing that out there as like a time frame that you're going to stop doing Lego hauls, was on the wrong channel. It's interesting, right? Here's the pot. Oh yeah. Look at all that Technic. Look at those stacks. You guys like repetition. This might be your set. I'm kind of digging it. It feels like BB-8. We could probably turn this into BB-8 right now. If we kind of just change directions a little bit. Yeah, I noticed in your video you didn't seem upset at all. You're just like, well, I thought this was this really epic thing I was waiting on. Instead, it's this other epic thing. And like, it was already kind of being shot for the wrong channel. You probably could have like stopped there and then been like, hey, it's Jabo. I just got into a box that I wasn't expecting, and it's my final Lego haul of all time. Well, it worked. I really enjoyed the shorts thing. I sent you a message about how you do your shorts, and I thought that was really cool. The fact that you did it live too, I would have been like so nervous doing it live. My shorts, when I did shorts before, I did shorts for an entire like 16-week period. Every week I would build one bag of the Lego Bugatti while I was listening to a podcast. And then I would do a YouTube short where I showed what I built. The difference between me and you, and why your short is so much smarter than mine, is that I would film it and speak at the same time. And I was trying to say everything that I did in that 59 seconds that YouTube gives you. And it was so hard to not only speak clearly and concisely and say exactly what you want to say, but also fit it in that time frame. And I found that YouTube Shorts, in doing it that way, where I was doing one take straight through, no cuts, no edits, it was the hardest type of video that I've ever made in my life. It probably wouldn't have been if I had more time, but I was just trying to cram so much in and not edit it. If I had to go back now, I'd do the Jabo thing where I'm just like, okay, record. You know, I'm just like flipping this around like this wildly. And then I would have been like, okay, let's do a voiceover now. Hey guys, today I built the pot of the Birds of Paradise. I said this would be in like the clip before. And it's like really repetitive, but it's really cool. And you can maybe make BB-8 out of it. Peace. That would be what I would do now. So much easier. And then you can do the voiceover 150 different times if you don't know what you want to say. So easy. Fox says, I know you acted like you didn't like the floral shirt, but we all know you loved it. You know, I'm kind of coming around. I love black. You know, I feel like it kind of works. Today I'm wearing a red sweatshirt. I am wearing a black t-shirt under this though, so don't get that wrong. I did kind of think it looked good on me. The 2 sizes too small really kind of made me look shredded, you know, like when you have all that like spandex material or whatever that a swim shirt's made of and it sucks all your fat in, it kind of works. I think I could rock that if I wanted to, you know. I'm just worried though, like you go to Hawaii wearing a shirt like that and the ladies see you and they're all just like, oh my goodness, look at that guy. And I just don't want to have like that happen in front of my wife. You know what I mean? Like I'll have to be like, ladies, come on. I'm married. My wife's right here. Like this just, you can't be doing this and, you know, right here in front of my family like this. Go on, get. You know, I have a broom I'm hitting them with, trying to keep them away from me. That was the main reason that I kind of faked like I didn't like the shirt because I didn't want that to happen to me out there. Medium makes you look fit. Yeah, that's all you have to do. Here's, you know, I've already given you the life hack on how to buy your Lego sets. I've given you a life hack on how to stop buying Lego sets. Here's my third and possibly final life hack, depending on where we go from here. If you want to look thin, get like really tight-fitting clothes. Pro tip. And just like suck it all in. What are those things called? That like women wear them under their dress sometimes to make them look thinner. I don't know what they're called. Yeah, that's all you have to do. Get something that's like spandex and just suck it all in. I mean, where the sleeves stop, you might end up having just like a fat bulge coming out there, like your rolls are just going to roll right out of it. But you know, you have to get up kind of up close to see all that. And I think when people look at you from afar, boom, ladies' time. Guys' time, I mean, whatever you're into. I think I could pick up guys or girls with that shirt on, guaranteed. Spanx, thank you, Shy. Shy to the rescue. I was like, it was called something. How does everyone know what that is except for me? Like there's like 3 people in the chat that know what that was called and I didn't. What the heck? How do you guys know that? I knew it was called something. Samsonite. It's right here in the briefcase. It's right here. I'm building, if you guys like repetition, I know you, if you're here, you like it. I'm building these Lego cell phones. This is the new iPhone 15 Pro. It's kind of the model that they made for it. It's got the cameras going across, kind of like the Pixel, the brown camera with the black. It's all the rage in 2024. Prototype model. It doesn't have the screen put in yet, but here's what they're going to be looking like. You can also use them as walkie-talkies too. Market Breaker 19. Corset. No, it's not a, it's Spanx. You can wear a girdle, corset. I mean, you can wear a lot of things if you're trying to bring the ladies in. I would definitely recommend wearing a corset. If you're going to Hawaii and you want to look good, I should just title this stream Greg's Bad Life Tips. If you want to look good at Hawaii, wear a corset. Trust me on this. Trust me. Actually, I wouldn't trust me with any advice related to women. I haven't been on a date. I don't even know what you'd call my last date. Probably 2000. You're still dating before you're married, right? Like you'd still be dating technically, even if you're engaged. No, if you're engaged, you're not dating. I guess we'd probably have to go back to like 2007. So I'm way out of the loop. I don't have any of the dating apps. I don't even know like what that process would be like. I should make a profile though, just to see what would happen. I like building Lego in my basement. That would be my like catch line to try to bring them in, you know? And then I would like flex on them. I'd be like, look at my backlog, baby. Look at this backlog. That's the Ecto one. That Lamborghini. I own a Lamborghini. Paid roughly $300 for it. I got it on sale at Zavvi. It's a Lego set. I think I could pull it off, you know? Just got to be creative. Wear that shirt, the floral shirt in my picture. Flex my Lambo. Done. Never been so successful. All right, we got to build one more of these. Who's getting tired of me building these? Me, raising my hand. I got to build one more side for this darn pot. One thing I will say about these floral sets, and it's like the reason that I'm kind of excited to build it, they look great on display. And also, since I'm giving like lady advice right now, thank God Mrs. Brickitect isn't watching this. If you have a wife or girlfriend or whatever, say you live together and you're trying to get Lego to infiltrate your living space. Like right now, most of my stuff is down here, like hiding away in the dungeon, right? If you're trying to get Lego in your living space, buy your girlfriend or wife for Valentine's Day. It's coming up. Get her one of these sets. Even if she doesn't like Lego, you can just say it's for her, and if you want to build it, you can. But then like she's going to love the look of it. She's going to look at this and be like, oh my gosh, that's so much better than real flowers. Why would I ever want real flowers when I can get plastic ones that never wilt, never die, and always looks great on display? She's like, what is that? Is that like the side of a Technic car? And you're like, oh yeah, oh yeah. So then she's like begging you to like keep this in the main part of the house, like right in the living room. Like you're watching TV, that's right beside the TV. And she's like very excited about having it there. So you're like, okay, you've got to play hard to get a little bit. So you're kind of like, I don't know. I should probably take this down to the basement where all my other Lego is. And she's like, no, you keep it here. And you're like, okay. So then you put it there and it's the gateway. You know, we're talking about being addicted to Lego. That's the gateway. That gets you in. Next thing you know, you got Ninjago City up there. You got the UCS. You got the Death Star hanging from the ceiling fan and it's spinning around in circles when you get hot. It's just, you know, it's how you get in. I'm going to start charging you guys for this advice pretty soon. So you're lucky you're in at the ground floor, because this is, I mean, I hope you're taking notes. Write that down. Write that down. No, I'm probably not going to make that profile. That was of all the things that I said that were true today, that's one I'm not going to do. I don't, you know, like I said, there'd be too high a demand for me. Can you imagine? Floral shirt, check. Lego, check. I could also tell her that, you know, I am a trained expert in video games. CEO of Greg's Arcade. Let's go. I think we could pull this off. Speaking of pulling things off, look at these walls. Oh no, I just looked ahead. Never look ahead in Lego sets when you're building repetitive sets. I'll show you this before I give you the bad news. What do you think? You love it? Can I do the just too good unintentional face reveal? Nope. Tried. Can I? Can you see me? Can you see me? Look at my eye. I don't know. Okay, let's build this other wall. Frig it. We're just going to finish this set. Let's just finish this whole set right now. No, I'm going to finish this bag. We still got a little bit of time for Farming Simulator. Or Lawn Mowing Simulator, whatever. Also, I'll do a poll. If you're tired of hearing me talk about those two games that I'm obsessed with, you can vote by clicking the close button. Although most of you are on phones. You can swipe on your phone if you're tired of me talking about that. Just swipe really hard from the bottom. I think that'll work. New members tier. Brickitect U. Yes. I'm such a loser only having one tier. I should have the top tier. It's like, you know, I could do like Brickitect dating. We could do like all these different Brickitect subcategories where I give advice on things that's just like so terrible that I just set you up for disaster. I'd be giving all kinds of refunds. It'd be like Chargeback City, I think. Greg, you told me to wear a floral shirt that's way too small, and I got punched in the face. I'll be like, you know, sorry, no money back. You've committed at this point. What have I been eating and drinking today? What if I told you that I wasn't drinking at all? I got a little feisty, I'll admit. I got a little fired up. I could always bring it back down. But yeah, the only thing I'm drinking, I'll actually get our sponsor. It's like the only drink that I drink that's not water. Zero vitamin infused water from Wegmans. I love this stuff, dude. And you look at that number right there, and it doesn't have any like really terrible stuff in it. I mean, it definitely doesn't pass like the 5-ingredient test, but all these are vitamins, right? And stevia is what sugars it up and makes it taste good. So this is like my little treat. I treat myself, and you should treat yourself. When you're doing a Lego live stream and you're dealing with all these unsavory people in the chat, sometimes you just need like a little drink, you know? When you're dealing with all these ruffians, it's the only thing that gets me through the day, guys. If I didn't have this, I couldn't be streaming with you right now. I'd have to quit. Oh my gosh, we're gonna finish this, baby. Let's go. I'm kind of excited. I wasn't planning to do 2 bags, but my time is shrinking. Crank it up to 11. All right, no, you don't want to crank to 11. I've been at like, where do you think I was today? Where do you think I was on like the wild meter today? I don't think I was quite that high. Oh, you mother trucker. I'm good. I have to do 4 of those. Oh, I hate my life. Just kidding. Let's go back. Let's do 3 more of those. Who's with me? Wegmans is my store. England is my city. That's what it reminded me of when you said that. Anybody remember that? England is my city? I hope you don't remember it, actually. Wegmans is my city. I like Wegmans. It's just the layout of their store now kind of sucks. Contrary to popular belief, 3, okay. Contrary to popular belief, I don't drink, right? You guys might think I'm drunk right now doing this stream. No, I'm not. Sober as a lober. Made that word up. I don't drink at all. But Wegmans decided recently that people do drink, and I think it's a moneymaker for them, like a big one. So the entire middle of the store is nothing but like alcoholic stuff, right? Alcoholic beverages. And that's fine, you know, but it sucks when you're shopping there for things that are other than that, because you have to walk around like this gigantic store to get your stuff that you want. And like the whole center of it, which like everything that I want can fit into like just the alcohol area probably. It's just like, it's annoying. But I imagine they're cranking out all kinds of sales. You know, people are walking by and they're like, I could use a little gurgle, you know, a little gurgle. So then they buy some booze, and that's probably a moneymaker. Probably more, I was going to say more so than eggs, but I think eggs are probably a moneymaker now too. And it's just kind of annoying. It's everyday brick. I should make an everyday brick. You know what song I really want to make? I'm afraid to even tell you guys because I feel like someone's going to steal my idea, but if you do, I want to see it done. It's a rap song. It's by Wiz Khalifa. You may know him. Probably most popular song is When I See You Again, featuring Charlie Puth. But the song that I want to do, it's called Black and Yellow, but the remix that's on my heart is called Buildin' Lego. So be like, building Lego, building Lego. You know what it is? Everything I build it big, right? Tell me I should not make that. The cringe levels would be through the roof. Like, I would probably have to retire from YouTube because the cringe on my building Lego black and yellow remix would just be, it would destroy me as an individual. But man, I want to do it. I really want to make that. I listen to that song and I'm like, this song should be building Lego, not black and yellow. Look it up. It's Wiz Khalifa, black and yellow. There's some profanity in it. I would definitely make a clean version for the Lego crowd. But if I could actually pull off like the raps in it, man, we'd have a hit on our hands. Mark says, I've witnessed Drunk Greg, the restaurant video from way back, sipping on the drinks. Oh my God, dude. Can I tell you about the time that I got drunk on YouTube? All your moms just ran and took the iPad out of your hands, kids. It wasn't intentional, but Cody and I ordered this little cocktail like sampler, and it was all these little like shots of various colored cocktails in this long string of drinks. She tried like one or two and didn't like them. And she like wasn't going to have any more. And I'm like, I'm not letting these go to waste. We paid for this. We paid for these. So I sat there before our meal came and I systematically drank like every one of these things. Now, I'm not a drinker, contrary to popular belief, but I got so messed up from that. And my eyes were barely even opening. It was pretty wild. And our meal came. And I forget what I ordered, but I remember there being like mashed potatoes and something else there. It was like the most delicious meal of my life. And I don't know if it was because I was like getting a little tipsy. By a little tipsy, I mean like a lot. I think the video said like getting drunk in Cape Cod or something like that. But man, I was feeling good. This is not to promote drinking, guys. Don't do that. Bad things happen. But I'll tell you what, I drank all those little cocktail things or whatever they were. I have to go back and watch that video. I should have probably filmed more. I was just like, I was high on life. I was like sitting back in my chair with my eyes closed, eating mashed potatoes. And I've never tasted food so good as that. So I don't know if it was a combination of the food being amazing or if it was just literally me drinking that stuff. But yeah, it was nice. The thing is, like, I'm not a fan of alcohol. I don't like the way the beer tastes. I don't really like any of it, honestly. Like, if I could choose any drink in the world that's like, you know, a drink, Coca-Cola all day. Who's our guy from Atlanta that was here earlier? Home of Coca-Cola. And Delta, and what was the other thing he said? Home Depot. And the 1996 Olympics. And the Hawks and Falcons and Braves. What's the Atlanta hockey team? The Atlanta, I don't know. But anyways, I would choose a Coca-Cola over any kind of alcohol any day. And if I was told in my life that I could never have any kind of alcoholic drink again, my life would not change at all. I'd be like, all right, cool. No problem. We got, we're on to our final here. We might still have time to mow some yards digitally. I'm hyped. Who's coming over to Greg's Arcade, guys? Literally right after this ends, which is going to be relatively soon. I'm going to be mowing. No, the Falcons is the football team. Are they? They're not the Atlanta Falcons hockey team, are they? Mark says, thanks, Greg. You made my evening. Well, man, it's an honor. It's an honor to be a part of anybody's evening. So if it's evening for you, thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, I'm trying to live stream a little bit each day. Sometimes they're nice, chill, calm ones when I'm in the morning, but then like we get these rowdy people in here in the afternoons, like yourself, and then things kind of go off the rails. But I'm going to try to stream like, I'm shooting for like 30 minutes a day. I don't want to wear out my welcome. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like always here doing this, but I got a bunch of stuff to build. I got a bunch of stuff to organize. I got so much to do, and I thought if I'm doing it, I might as well stream it. So that's why we're doing what we're doing, and it's been a fun time, at least for me. I've had a blast today. I'm gonna have a heck of a time trying to find the timestamps for my Lego buying thing. So if anybody knows what that is, if you could do me a huge solid, if you have some time in your hands, because after this I gotta go. Could you find the time where I gave the Lego buying tips, which was basically like going on a rant about the price per piece thing? If somebody could find that for me and just leave it as a comment when this is over with the timestamp, you'd be doing the Lord's work, in my humble opinion. I know, like, the Lord's probably, you know, he's busier than that, so I can't ask him for that. But I can ask you, because maybe you don't have a life, just like me. But I do have enough of a life to play some lawn mowing simulator. Here's my pot. Lego pot. Smell it, guys. Oh, yeah. How do you like it? Is it all you imagined it would be? Does it look like it does on the box? It's almost real size, and a little bit bigger. That's what it looks like. So we got 2 bags done. I'll show you what we have left to do here. Atlanta Thrashers. They're not a hockey team anymore. Okay, they don't even have a hockey team. Thank you. Bag 3. We're going to be building the flowers, unfortunately. Life never got so sad as the day we started building the top part of this. I like building that. Building that's going to suck, right? And then we've got bag 4, which I think is more of the same. I don't even know if I'm going to stream this because you guys are going to be bored to tears with me if I do that. You were probably already bored with this. Just building the pot. Can the rabbit fit in the pot? Oh, yes. I think this set's done. I think we call it. What do you guys think? What do you like better, the rabbit? I think, yeah, it's definitely the rabbit's better than this. That's going to be my review. Who did it better? Could be my controversial review. Why the Lego Botanicals collection sucks. Because rabbits did it better. That's how I'll send you out, guys. Hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today. Hope you had as much, or at least even like a fraction of the fun that I had. If you had a little bit. Come over to Greg's Arcade. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to be over there mowing some yards. We're going to do the tutorial so you can actually learn with me. And we're going to have a good time. Have a glorious one. I'll be back tomorrow at some point. Clark's going to be off tomorrow too because it's going to be a snow day, I think. So maybe we'll be down here doing something. I don't know if I'll continue this or if we'll get into something else, but we will stream. And I'll see you fine folks tomorrow. Take care.